Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a school known for its academic excellence. Students came from far and wide to study there, hoping to get the best education. Among these students was a young girl named Ada. Ada was bright, curious, and full of dreams for her future. She had loving parents who worked hard to ensure she could attend the best school in the area. But Ada's school was no ordinary place. Deep within the walls of the school, in hidden corners, there were whispers of something darker than the lessons they taught. Some students were not there to learn from books. They were there for something more mysterious. These were the children who had been lured into a secret society, led by a mysterious teacher known only as Mr. Obasi. Mr. Obasi was charming, intelligent, and often seemed to have all the answers. He was a favorite among the students, especially those who felt lonely or were struggling to fit in. He would promise them special gifts and powers that would help them become successful in life. He told them that these gifts would come from ancient knowledge passed down through generations, but they had to be initiated into the secret group to receive them. One day after school, Ada overheard a group of students talking about a strange ritual they had participated in, where they were asked to swear allegiance to Mr. Obasi and perform odd tasks, including whispering strange chants in the dark. They spoke about how their lives had changed since the initiation, how they now felt more powerful, more confident, and had become untouchable in the school. Ada was intrigued, but also frightened. She knew something wasn't right. She had heard stories from her parents about how dangerous it could be to get involved with dark forces. She didn't understand fully, but her gut told her that something about the ritual was wrong. She had always been taught to trust her instincts and to stay away from things that felt wrong. Later that night, Ada couldn't shake the thoughts in her head. The more she thought about it, the more she realized that Mr. Obasi and the other initiates were not just offering powers, but were leading the children into a trap. A dangerous path into witchcraft, something that could control them, harm their spirits, and sever their connections to their families and their faith. Ada decided to take action. She spoke to her best friend, Kemi, who was one of the children involved in the secret group. At first, Kemi laughed it off, saying Ada was overreacting. But when Ada explained the dangers of being initiated into something so dark, Kemi started to worry. She realized she had been changing, acting strangely and becoming more secretive ever since she joined the group. The two girls went home that evening and decided to tell their parents. Ada's mother was horrified when she heard the story. She knew that many children were being lured into dark practices, sometimes without even realizing it. The parents decided to act quickly, visiting the school the next morning. Together, the parents confronted the school authorities. They demanded answers about the mysterious teacher and the group. To their shock, they found that many other children had been initiated without their parents' knowledge. The school had failed to address the issue, and Mr. Obasi was quickly removed from his position. After that day, the children who had been initiated into the secret group were taken to counseling and spiritual guidance to help them recover and break free from the influences they had unknowingly welcomed into their lives. Ada, Kemi, and the other children who had been involved began to speak openly about their experiences and how easy it had been to be manipulated by promises of power. Ada's parents were grateful for the support their daughter had received and felt relieved that she was safe. They realized that they needed to stay vigilant and involved in Ada's life, knowing that there were many forces outside of their control trying to lead children astray. The story of Ada and her friends became a lesson in the village. Parents learned to talk openly with their children, to listen when something didn't feel right, and to educate them about the dangers of secret groups and dark influences. Children, too, learn to trust their instincts, and to understand that nothing good comes from secrecy or promises of power that are too good to be true. Ada's experience showed everyone the importance of being aware of what happens behind closed doors, both in schools and elsewhere, and how powerful the love and protection of a caring family can be in the fight against dark influences. The end. This story helps raise awareness of how children can be lured into secret groups, including witchcraft initiation, by exploiting their desires for power, belonging, and success. It also encourages both children and parents to be vigilant, communicate openly, and seek guidance when something feels wrong.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and be the first to get notified when I upload next. Also, share.